Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Project Zomboid with Wes in our Darker Dam abode. So last episode, we finally managed to find a store with weaponry and a bit of ammo in it. We recovered some of that. I don't think there's much ammo left, but there's still a lot of guns left in that store that I'll have to go back for at some point, maybe. We'll see. And we also did a quick little expedition across the river here, cleared out these, well, not this, but we cleared out these groups of zombies here, so I can get rid of these, because most of them are dead. And we roughly secured this route, and checked out some of these stores here, and uncovered some pretty interesting stuff. Again, like, mostly the most interesting thing, honestly, is probably the fitness store, so I can get a treadmill at some point. But that's not really a top priority. Let's get, Wes doing some exercises while I talk. Squats again, just get that regularity up. Although I do have the fitness overhaul, so I should switch at some point. How fast am I gonna... Alright, hold on. Sorry, Wes. Drop. I should actually reconfigure that so that he does that automatically instead of putting it in his backpack, but... Okay, anyway, while Wes does his squats, let's talk about some stuff. So, as far as this series goes, it's kind of, I feel like, the goal of it is kind of nebulous, and if anything, that was probably kind of a mistake of mine going into it. I shouldn't have made this completely about, like, you know, one specific map mod. I feel like that's kind of a weak point of this series, in terms of, like, me and doing stuff that's, like, in the series, right? Because I feel like now that I've actually established Wes in this position, there's not much I can really do other than just go out into the city and look at buildings, which is, you know, cool because it's a really nicely made city, but also I'm kind of struggling to come up with, like, ideas for what I'm going to be doing in an episode. So just a little peek behind the curtain as to my thought process when it comes to the series right now. I have no intention of just canning the series or anything like that. Like I said in a previous episode, I don't really like doing that, so I'm going to try and avoid that if I can, but I'm gonna have to do some thinking about exactly what I'm gonna try and accomplish in this series, and I have. We of course do. There are more mods in this playthrough than just the Darker Dam map mod. So I've considered like some different things that we can do with regards to that. We of course have the mod. I don't remember. I mean, I could just look in the thing over there, but we have the mod that lets us develop the cure to the zombie virus, but I don't want to have Wes focus on that, because while this isn't necessarily a roleplay series, it's like semi-roleplay, and Wes himself doesn't really have any strong impetus towards doing that, in my mind. Like, yes, you know, the zombies are a danger, but I feel like without a really strong impetus of like, oh shit, I'm bitten, I feel like Wes going out of his way to suddenly become a scientist when that's not his background in order to try and cure the zombie infection doesn't really make much sense to me. So much so that I'm not really willing to do it. Yet. We'll see how I feel on that in the future. And I mean, of course, if Wes gets bit in one of those fucking apartments like he almost did the other day, then or the other week, I should say, then, you know, all bets are off. I'm probably going to go for it at that point if I don't end up dying before then. Okay, he's finished doing that. So, yeah. So there's also some other stuff that we can do, though. There is, vehicles probably not going to play a big role in this, mostly because Darker Dam, has too much FPS problems for me with vehicles. Like, the faster I go, the more my frames lag in the city, so I don't really... As much as I like messing with vehicles in Zomboid, I'm probably not going to do that in this series much, unfortunately, because I do like it, but, you know. Bits from this, the ZRE vaccine remod. That's the one that I was referring to before. So, anyway, so that's a you know, a thing that I'm thinking about, as well as we have other mods that I could work with though too that I've still not really done much with. There's some base building stuff that I could work on that could be somewhat interesting. With regards to, like, I have the Sorry about the generator, I just want to check the fuel. Yeah, okay, so it's, let me... Sorry, I feel like I need to do this because it is a bit low. Yeah, I apologize for the generator sounds, but I just want to make sure this thing's nice and fueled. Okay. I should also fix it soon. It's at 80%. So I'll have to consider that at some point. I'm gonna have to get some more fuel soon, too. But yeah, we've got some construction things that I could try working on that are somewhat interesting that I have mods for that I haven't really tried, like automatic gateways and stuff like that. There's also like an auto turret mod that I have installed that I've never actually used because it requires such ridiculously high skills that I usually don't get to. I think it needs like probably 7+ metalworking and like mechanics or something like that. I'm probably electrical too. A lot of work to get to that point. So we'll see how I feel on on doing that. Anyway, so let's see where we're at here. Let's look at the present and rather than trying to worry about the future. So we're exerted. We're not really that hungry as of yet. We're doing okay on food. We've been collecting quite a bit, so that's good. Just slam down a protein bar. Makes sense. We just had a workout. Although, as far as eating, you know, consuming protein before or after a workout, it's like, you know, debatable. Who you ask dictates what they'll say, I guess. We'll just take a quick rest here in the chair, get our endurance back to reasonable levels. Okay, that's good enough. Okay, so 7 a.m. We're, oh, it's foggy out. That's good. That's fine, as long as we're in the walls, I don't really care. Not worried about it. So the beautiful thing about having a completely enclosed base is that I don't actually have to care too much about being outside when it's super foggy like this. None of the corpses have gone as well, which is nice. Ooh, I could work on solar, but solar, I'm gonna need electrical... Alright, well, okay, real quick, let's read the solar mag. Just gonna pass time real quick here, and let's see what the requirements are, because I don't remember exactly, and I've never gotten one of these fully up and running before. So let's take a look. So if I go to, well, it wouldn't show up in the building menu, this is modded. Let me think. It would show up in the crafting menu? Oh, game's gonna lag because crafting menu is huge, but... Alright, so let's take a look. Does it have its own tab, or is it shoved into the electrical tab? I don't remember. It looks like it's probably shoved into the electrical tab. Because I don't see it anywhere. There's a lot of stuff in here that I haven't really messed with either, so honestly, I'm just gonna start looking into, like, crafting and stuff like that, as far as, like, goals. So we've got battery bank, need one of those at least. We need 4 electrical, 2 metalworking, not to mention we need an inverter, electrical wires, metal bars, metal sheets. So I need to start like collecting this sort of stuff. I need to find a good place to start collecting electrical components and take a cart with me there. Honestly, the houses nearby will make decent starts. Solar failsafe trigger. I don't know a failsafe trigger. What would be the purpose of this? What system within solar power is required to fail safe? Like an overload? Electrical overload? But why would that happen? Nothing like that happens in Zomboid. Or like some sort of short because of like a lightning strike or something like that, but like lightning isn't simulated in this game. I have no idea what this is necessary for. I'll have to figure it out, I guess, at some point. What else do we have? Do we have any of the other stuff in here? So the deep cycle battery, you need either one of these normally, or you need to make your own. So at the very least, we could get it from car batteries if we want to go take cars apart. We need 5 electrical for that. And then solar panels. So again, we can find solar panel parts, but we need to actually make the solar panels. And then we either need to do flat, floor mounted, or wall mounted. Based on our house, I'd love to cover this front angled roof section with solar panels. That would look very aesthetically pleasing. I don't know if it's going to be really doable, though, because, like, none of this is walkable. Not to mention I can't get up to that Z level easily. I mean, I could get up there, but, like, it'd be difficult. And, of course, this is not walkable. You can't actually walk on any of this. Might be able to walk on this. I don't know if this tile is walkable. The flat rooftop tile here, it might be. So I don't know. I could always try just like jumping out this window and seeing what happens. Yo, let's try it. Fuck it. Hand crank. It's for like manually power, like jump starting a system. Unwire car battery, wire car battery. Okay, so mostly the issue is just going to be electrical skill. We need to get our electrical skill up quite a bit, which we've started on because I took apart a bunch of watches before I had Wes go to bed because I didn't want alarms waking him up. It's something you gotta worry about when you start collecting watches and shit. Well, specifically watches, is that if they have an alarm set on them, you have to like look at the individual watch to be able to tell. Oh shit, it's in the fucking room that I can't get into. Oh, anyway, like I was saying, so I just went and dismantled all the watches because I didn't want to risk Wes getting woken up early. Okay, so I can't really test this now that I look at it without fixing the floor over here, and I don't have any, I don't have any stuff on me to make wooden floor. I don't have a plank. Alright, well, it's fine. It's fine, it's fine. It's all part of the adventure. Remember, I've got a freezer there too, just sitting on the ground. But yeah, anyway, I want to test this real quick because I might put solar panels in the front of the house if I do that. I mean, this is still kind of like a future thing because, of course, I don't have the electrical skill or the what was it? Mechanics was the other one? I've literally already forgotten. This stuff is all electrical. What was the battery bank? It was metalworking. Okay, metalworking 2 is easy. So that's good at least. The electrical skill is going to be a lot harder to get. Okay, good. We do still have a bunch of extra planks. That is nice. Let's take some of these with us actually in the bag. I want to, because if I can go out onto this like front roof bit, I think I'll build this part like out and then put the solar panels up there eventually. This will be a fun little like side adventure into getting solar up and running, so I don't have to rely on the generator as much. Just wanted to take a look through here anyway. This is originally what I was planning on doing, was just going through here. So we've also got this, all about automatic gates. This requires pretty high mechanical skill, so that's going to be kind of a pain as well, but you know, it's worth looking at. Might do. I need the metalworking magazine. Oh, 28 days later, so after 28 days. Neat. Thank you for dating when it is currently in game, because I honestly forget all the time. We still got some gun stuff in here, a bunch of extra food in case we need it, which is fine. I'm absolutely fine. Just leave all this crap in here as like backups. You know, all this electrical crap so I can take it apart. Contacts, the earmore, don't need any of that stuff. The watches. Okay, we are giga over encumbered now, so let's oh, again, I was gonna say let's go inside. I'm just gonna dismantle some of this stuff real fast right here. Because we already have the electrical boost from the book, so we're just getting what we can here. Oh, I can't dismantle either of these. Okay. Unlike normal headphones, you can't dismantle the tactical ones from Brita's into electrical stuff. Yeah, we're taking some damage, but it's fine. Nothing I can do about it right now. Mostly it's because of the all the planks that we have on us, but you know, I want to go and fix this. So thankfully, it doesn't affect our ability to climb. Alright, so let's take the wooden floor and let's put it over here. And it's unfortunate that this door happens to be right here, like right past the top of the stairs, so that if you know if I want to keep the stairs safe, it's kind of annoying. So real quick, just to be safe, one thing about this game is that when you fall to a lower level, there's a couple of different factors that come into play based like to determine how much damage you take. One is the height of the fall. Obviously, this is just a one-story fall, so it's not too bad. Another factor is how encumbered you are, how much weight your character is carrying. plays into how much damage you're gonna take. So be aware of that. If you're gonna do some height testing like this, then you want to take off your heavy crap. Make sure your character's not over encumbered too much. Yep. Okay. So we did fall through. We took a good bit of damage here, so we're actually below half health now. So no more height testing for us. But yeah, those panels are not walkable, which means that if I'm going to use that, I'm going to have to replace it with wood, which is going to look like shit, but, you know. It might just be what I do, or maybe I'll do something back here instead. I'm trying to think about what I want to do here. I could put them back here, but then it's kind of like, I want to be able to see them. Well, I think... Well, one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to destroy this staircase so that I can get into here more easily. So let me actually put this this floor back. What? Oh, it's in my bag. Right. I'm like, huh? What happened? Like my, the rest of my planks are in my duffel. Just leave the shotgun on the ground for now. I don't even have it loaded, so it's fine. Okay. So let's put this floor back down, and then I'm gonna take the sledge and I'm gonna go destroy the staircase. Because I care more about being able to get into that room now than I do about keeping the staircase intact. Equip in both hands. So yeah, I mean, this is, I believe I did this off camera, sort of. I think I did this during a montage, setting all this up. The logic being here that if you take out these two floor tiles like this, so that the only path, like air quotes path, from the top part of the stairs on is a diagonal, then any zombies coming up the stairs can't get to you. They'll just fall. It makes it completely safe without destroying. So you don't need a sledgehammer or you know, to lose your staircase to be able to do it. And you can always just put the panel down if you want to walk downstairs. But since we have this rope, we have a lot of ropes set up, and that I want access to that room, I'm just going to destroy the staircase because I don't need it. I don't use it, so there's no reason to keep it around. And of course I have a sledgehammer already, so... Just something that you can do without having to have a sledgehammer on hand. And now I can use this as a storage space if I wanted to. This little stairwell area. Also, I can just set up a rope, like, at the edge there that goes right down to here. And that can be another access point. Okay, so let's go upstairs again. Wes is kind of sad, but that's fine. Unfortunate as it is to say, I'm alright with you being sad right now, Wes, because we got some stuff to do. So, let's leave the light off. We don't need the light on in here. Okay, so this is unsafe. So let's see about doing this. Yeah, it's not letting me through the window. I'm trying to think about how you do this normally. I could take out a wall and do it, but I'd rather not do that. Alright, well, what we'll do is we'll do a little bit more of a kind of roundabout way of doing this, I think, in that I'm going to continue what I was doing here. Oh, fuck. Ouch. Okay, I nearly just killed Wes there. I need to get my backpack off, actually, because it's too heavy now. Okay, so let's stop fucking around with that for now, because Wes is almost dead. And let's have a nice little chill day at home. Haha! Yeah, so what I did there, which was stupid, is that I was trying to get around the water collector, which you can't do. You can't walk through them or around them. That was dumb. I need to replace a floor there if I'm going to be able to walk past that. So yeah, don't do that. Don't do dumb crap like I just did. Alright, so let's get something to eat because you heal better when you are full, and let's just start eating stuff because that is what you need to do when you are very injured. Since in circumstance it doesn't necessarily happen all the time, especially to newer players, where you end up in a situation where your character is very damaged, but also not, like, screwed, not dead, not gonna be a zombie. You want to be well fed because it gives you increased healing percentage, especially at maximum. You really want to just get as much food into you as possible. We don't have our can opener because it is in here, so let's go over here and then open it. Fortunately, the heavy injuries are making our carry weight bad, so that's why I can't hold on to this right now. Okay, just keep on eating. It's the same sort of thing if your character gets like sick and gets like a fever and stuff like that. You basically just want to stay at home and just keep eating. Make sure your character is at full food all the time. If you can, try to keep the calories down while you do that, though, so that you don't end up, like, gaining extra weight, especially if you have, like, overweight or something like that, or you don't have the ideal weight trait. Just eat a lot of stuff that doesn't have, like, a ton of calories, but is very filling. So the spaghetti bolognese is pretty alright. Try to avoid, like, the chocolate and stuff. Yeah, don't go for like sodas and stuff like that. Making like an actual dish wouldn't be a bad idea either, but we'll just do the spaghetti right now. We're healing up pretty quickly. As you can see, we're already up to 34 HP. Quickly undoing my mistake. But yeah, as I was trying to show, you get plus 60% healing when you're completely full, which doesn't last for long when you're eating stuff like this, but, you know, the faster you heal, the better. So that you don't end up killing yourself by falling off of things like I'm doing constantly. It's actually, you know, funny thing about, one of the previous montages, the one, it was the one where I originally made that staircase like thing where I got rid of the top two parts of the staircase. I believe that was the montage where I was making the walls. I actually nearly killed Wes during that too. Not this close, but I kept falling because I wasn't paying that much attention when I was doing that staircase top bit. So I fell like 3 or 4 times and Wes went down to like 20 HP or something like that. And I didn't include it in the thing because it was just so utterly stupid. But now that I've shown this on camera anyway, I might as well just say it, like, you know, reveal. Ooh, the deepest lore. Wes almost died because I'm a fool. This happens a lot. I'm very good at getting my characters into situations like that where I just like fall a bunch because I'm like screwing around on second floors and stuff like that. Certainly not the game's fault, that's just me being bad at dealing with that sort of thing. Okay, so let's take a little bit of an inventory while we're healing up here a little bit, and take a look at the truck as well. So, yeah, we do have some shotguns in here, but neither of them are great. They have pretty small, magazine tubes on them. A lot of empty jerry cans. Just trying to get, like, a mental image of what's going on here. And this partially has to do with... Oh, yeah, we have an extra generator. Oh, wait. Am I running the link generators thing? I don't know. Man, that's an interesting question. I don't think I am in this save. There's a mod, it might be recent? I don't remember. I'm pretty sure I only recently subscribed to it, but it's a mod where if you have multiple generators together and active at the same time, they link to each other, and basically they reduce the amount of fuel you use because the generators are all working together instead of separately. Pretty cool mod. I don't think it's active on the save file, though, so I don't think it matters that we have that spare generator. I'd have to look at my collection, but I'm not going to do that right now. Alright, so, now we can wear our bag. Let's stop screwing around with falling, because I don't want to risk Wes dying in such a lame way. I may be a little bit, creatively lost in this series. I'm not trying to get Wes killed in one of the lamest ways possible. I don't mind if he dies in an apartment building full of zombies, but falling, you know, 2 or 3 times from the second floor with a heavy bag on is not the way that I want this character to go. Thank you very much. Okay, so, what was the other thing I was looking at? Ah, these watches. It's still not enough. Just goes to show how much of a pain in the ass that electrical is to level in this game. Legitimately, electrical is the most annoying skill to me to level. Like, it's just such a pain. At least with like the others, like if I wanted to go and do metalworking right now, I could just grab my welder's mask here and a propane torch, and then just go to each house in line and then just disassemble everything that's metal. And like, you can get XP pretty quickly. Like, it's quick and efficient, and there's tons of stuff to do with regards to that. But when it comes to electrical, you're just like, well, I have to pay attention to every zombie I kill so I can pick up all their pocket watches, and you need like, or you know, their wristwatches, and I need like 500 of them just to get to a point where I can make something. And like, the big issue with it, in my opinion, is that if you go to like the crafting menu and you actually go to craft like early electrical stuff, which, I mean, there isn't here. You can make a blender. This is because of a mod, though, I think. So I could do that if I had the metalworking, but like the first thing that I'm gonna get, like, that I can make with electrical is like a noisemaker or something like that, or like a timer, and it doesn't give you electrical XP to make it. So like, at least I don't think it does. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. So it's just like, why? Like, why? Why is it such a pain in the ass to level this skill? I'm honestly considering for the future series on this channel, looking into, there's probably a mod that lets you level electrical some other way, or just easier. I might end up doing something like that because I'm frankly quite tired of leveling electrical in this game. It is very annoying. It's just like you end up with like having to do so much just to get a couple levels, and then like you get to the early part, like the early levels, you finally get past the first couple, and it's like, oh, I still don't have anything that I can do to make this any less miserable. It's just like, okay, let's put these in here. Okay. So let's just really quick speed through reading these. Kind of a boring day, just walking around the house and like looking at stuff and figuring stuff out, but I mean, I think that's alright. We had an exciting episode last time. I think it's alright to have a couple of low-key episodes now. Certainly going to be the case after my silly falling nonsense. But yeah, so I'm gonna have to, well, I can actually do this now. So let me think. You could do it off a fence too, but like, just do it off a window. Just because it's easier. There's a way that you can like set up, like, there's another, I think, easier way to do this. To set up a rope, but this is the much more straightforward, easy way. Now I just need a sheet rope. Do we have any sheets left anywhere? I don't think so. Maybe over here. Maybe just, you know, set up a window, and it could be a tier 1 window. There's no reason to make it tier 2 like I just did there, but I've got extra planks, and like, you know, why not? It looks a little better. I mean, once you get past the early survival in this game, a lot of things just become sort of like, well, I mean, this is a little more aesthetically pleasing if I ever happen to see it, so I might as well do it this way. Okay, I don't have any more sheet ropes, so we'll have to wait to actually put the sheet rope in there, but now I can add a sheet rope to that, and this is another path that I can take to get up here, so it gives us 3 different routes. Could be 4 as well if I did this, but this is, I got a whole nother plan for that, so just leave that alone for the time being. Okay, so let's go and, well, first of all, let's take a look at the stuff I just learned. So none of that should appear in electrical, I don't think. No, it's probably in like metalworking. Let's see what we have in here. So there's like a bunch of like bull bars and stuff like that for specific vehicles. I don't really care about vehicle stuff. That's interesting. I can go dismantle that broken helicopter for metal bars and stuff and metal sheets. That's something to keep in mind because it's kind of annoying to get metal sheets early. At least until I get to metalworking 4, and then I can sort of like convert stuff back and forth, which is at least something. But yeah, disassembling the helicopter could be good. So it's not in metalworking. Let's just take a look at some stuff in general, actually, though, because there's like a lot of stuff that I haven't really looked at. Yeah, there's like all this like serum injection crap. Survival kind of doesn't matter too much. I mean, survival's actually pretty good. Like spears and stuff like that can actually be quite good. And one day I'd really like to do a survival kind of series, like an out in the wilderness kind of survival series, starting from nothing. That could be neat. That's an idea for the future. Because I've done stuff like that before in Cataclysm. There's the Innawood like mod, which lets you, or well, it's like kind of part of the game these days, sort of. I don't know. Either way, it lets you do like a survival from like nothing, like creating basic stuff, and that's kind of cool. I'd like to do something like that in Zomboid. Yeah, so this is like basic glass crap. You can, with one of the mods, you can forge that. Recycling. So this is like dismantling vehicle stuff into, yeah, dismantling stuff into base components. Okay, yeah, that's decent stuff there. We've got mechanical, which is mostly car crap and doesn't matter because I'm not doing any of that. Let's see what firearms. So I can pack up the 12 gauge shells that we have. This is something actually I wanted to bring this up, and I forgot about it. But we've got another. You know, the devs release like a kind of overview of upcoming stuff once a month. The latest one just dropped a few days ago, and it showed off some pretty cool stuff. Some like new grapple animations and stuff like that, which may not be in build 42. They were saying they don't know if it's gonna be in build 42 yet, but really cool stuff, like being able to drag corpses with like having animations for it and stuff like that, and throwing bodies out windows. Which there is a mod that lets you throw bodies out windows, which I believe I'm running, but it doesn't have like an animation really. I don't think. But yeah, they revealed some stuff like that, which is pretty neat. And the other thing that they showed, which I was pretty excited for, that I saw, was packaging, which they're going to basically let you do stuff like this with a lot more stuff, where it's just like, oh, you have a lot of items that are like somewhat small, but you have like too much of, and you can't, like, you know, your storage is out of control. Well, just, you know, put it into a box, pack it into a box. And that helps you, like, you know, keep your storage a little bit more clean, which is really pretty cool. I was pretty excited to see that. Not to mention they showed off some more of, like, the animal stuff, where it's, like, you know, slaughtering animals and then, like, skinning them and processing and all that, which was pretty awesome. Very much so looking forward to that. I mean, that's, like, a big thing for the survival kind of thing. Like, that's definitely... My idea of doing that is really a lot more contingent on build 42 than right now, because build 41, yeah, there's a mod, which I'm actually currently running, that lets you hunt, but it's just like, it's very roleplay-y because nothing really happens. Your character just sort of stands there with the gun out and then shoots, and then, oh, you missed, or oh, you got a kill, and then you get meat. Which is kind of like, you know, it's a decent little solution for the time being, but... I'm looking forward to the real thing being in the game, and then that sort of survival series can be a lot more interesting, I think. So most of this is just like ammo in boxes, ammo in bags. Very cool, very nice. There is some like weapon modification stuff in here, which is pretty neat. Being able to take down guns and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. But most of this doesn't really matter as of yet. Then we got even more firearm crap here for different sights and conversions and stuff like that. Okay, this is vehicle crap. It's unfortunate because most, you know, it's really unfortunate being like, you know, unable to use vehicles really in this series, because most of my mods are vehicle mods. I mean, that's sort of the nature of the game when like most of the vehicles are their own mod, but like. I mean, just look at this. These are all vehicles. Every one of these is a vehicle, basically, until you get to you know, farming and tailoring and stuff. 12 packs of soda and stuff like that. That reminds me. Oh God, now I'm annoyed. I go grocery shopping on weekends, and I unfortunately do like soda. And one of the most annoying things is liking soda but drinking diet soda, like 0-calorie stuff. And specifically, I like diet root beer, but the grocery stores around me love to just specifically screw with the diet root beer I like, because they just love to not stock it. And only that too. It's only the one. I'm being targeted. Conspiracy theory lunatic crap, but like, I swear, it's like half the time I go to the grocery store and I'm like, oh yeah, I need to get soda this week, I guess. And then I go there and it's just the one section that doesn't have, like, you know, any soda. The one thing is the stuff that I want, and it's just like, oh my God. And it's like, the worst part, especially this week, is it's just like, there was literally nothing. Like, no bottles, no cans, no, like, 12 packs, no nothing. You know, just like, oh, okay, well, I guess I'll just not then. All right. It's always fun. All right, so, right, I'm just sort of looking through stuff right here. What the heck? Okay. That's probably part of the medical overhaul stuff. Or I guess it's under biochem, so I guess it's the biochem mod. Yeah, so this is the hunting mod that I was talking about before. You say like hunt rabbit with shotgun. It's just like you gotta like use this to find animal tracks, and then you have like you choose which type of gun you have, and then you hunt, air quotes, with like a progress bar, which is good. Don't get me wrong, I'm glad it exists because it lets you get meat so that you can, you know, actually cook things with meat. Whereas, you know, normally in Zomboid, once the power goes out, you kind of just like can't do that anymore. But not a perfect solution by any means. Okay, so this is what I was originally looking for. It's under engineer, which is automatic gates. So automatic gate motor needs 3 electrical, 4 mechanical. That's kind of annoying. Plus you need a bunch of like radio transmitters and stuff. Yeah, transmitters and receivers and stuff like that. Makes sense, but annoying to get. Okay, that was worth looking at. Just a brief little thing. I'm just out here to... The reason why I came out here is just so I could check the walls and make sure there's no zombies bonking their way in. Doesn't seem like it. Also, I kind of want to look through these shelves and see what's actually on them, because I don't remember. Some hydroxide, some random other crap, a barbecue grill. Why there's a barbecue grill in that box, I'm not exactly certain, but it's fine. Okay, so we do have some like metal sheets and stuff, not a ton, but something. That's good. Glass pane, W40. Oil filter. Yeah, the rough boxes are nice because each of those should have a box of nails in them, which is cool. Okay, so we have a little bit of supplies for metalworking stuff. I mean, not to mention all this crap that I could disassemble if I wanted to. Probably won't, because aesthetically it's kind of nice to have that stuff there. I don't like disassembling all the stuff in my own actual base, so I'll probably just go next door and do that when I'm going to work on metalworking. But really, right now, I kind of want to focus on electrical. Get that out of the way first, because it's the biggest pain in the ass to do. As is evident by all that crap I just disassembled still not being enough to even get me to electrical 1. Which is just wonderful. Okay. Well, I think that's going to be it for this day for Wes. I'm gonna probably just have him do a little bit of reading and then head off to bed. And tomorrow I think we'll start going out and looking for electrical crap to disassemble. I mean, there's gonna be some stuff in the houses. We can fight some zombies to get some other stuff. I'll make sure to... Well, now that we actually have shotgun shells, I'll take one of the shotguns. Let me put that on my back. Actually, it's in the room over here on the floor. Attach to back. I need to actually load that now, actually, since it doesn't have anything in it. Okay, and this is a pump action shotgun, so okay, he did it automatically. He does it automatically for the first load, though. Okay, so we actually have a nice little backup weapon on us. You know, I would take the USAS 12 because 21 shells is a lot, but no backup mag is kind of weird. You know what? Screw that, though. USAS is cool. Let's just unload this, take the shells back. We could just say that we're practicing our reloading. And then... Okay. Cool. And then let's put the USAS on our back. Because it's... Oof, it is a little bit heavier, so I gotta worry about that. I might be able to still, like, load it even with the mag, like, relatively easily. Not to mention, we can only load it once anyway, so it's like... At that point, I might as well have the bigger mag cap. 21 shells is a lot. Carry weight's kind of going to be a concern, though. Is there any way I can... I'm trying to see if there's anything on me that I can really, like, spare to get rid of here. I mean, there's still some planks. Let's put those over here for now. Planks and nails and stuff I can just leave. Actually, no, I'm going to keep the nails. Because I don't want to be without them in case I get stuck in a place. Same with, like, welding rods and stuff. I don't need that on me. Cabbage seeds. Just trying to lighten our load a little bit. Okay, that is our only screwdriver, right? Yes, okay. And the trash I'll keep on me until I can get rid of outside. Oh, this isn't supposed to be in here. Let's put those away. Yeah, I'll get rid of all that stuff later. Okay, and with that, I will have Wes call it a day, do a little bit of reading and all that, and I'll see you all in the morning. Good morning, everyone. We're back with Wes here on a particularly dreary day. I feel like we've already been through the storm hell in this series that normally shows up at least once in Zomboid, a new Zomboid series, but looks like we're stuck in another one, unfortunately enough. But, well, you know, we'll make do with what we got. So, let's, real quick, let's get Wes his daily exercise out of the way. Take off his bag and, his fanny pack. Put those on the ground. And let's see what exercise we're going to do. I am running the mod, so I actually should vary this a little bit. I don't really want to do arm exercise because I'm going to be going out. General fatigue for sit-ups. Yeah, fine. Let's do some sit-ups. So the idea being here with the fitness overhaul, you kind of want to vary your exercises. You don't want to just, like, only do one. Like, regularity matters for the amount of XP you get, but I believe that you want to do varied exercises to get the most bonuses with this pack, with this mod, so... We'll let Wes do that while we talk about what we're going to do today. So, like I mentioned yesterday, I think I mentioned anyway, we're going to have Wes head out and start looking for electrical stuff to disassemble, because we need a lot of electrical skill if we're going to set up solar, which I want to do. So, that's going to be the current short-term goal for this, is we're going to start looking into getting our electrical skill up nice and high, and also at the same time looking for solar components, because we need... There's a lot of stuff that you need for solar that I don't currently have necessarily. Like, we need solar panel parts, we need the deep cycle batteries, not to mention a ton of like metal and stuff like that that we just don't really necessarily have. So we're gonna be looking into getting some of that stuff. And you know, anything that we get can also help us in the long term because we have our old generator to keep running. Of course, we have a lot of electrical stuff already for that, but still. So, let's see about getting Wes some food. He's a bit hungry, and since we just worked out, it might be a good idea. I can make him a protein shake. Do I have an extra canteen or something down here so that I can make a protein shake? Oh, we have a water bottle. Cool. Alright, and we will take the protein powder, and we'll make a protein shake. Bottle of protein shake. So it's not a lot of calories, but, you know. Good for building up muscle. That's what we're trying to do anyway, because we're still at a disadvantage because of our starting traits. We don't have 5 fitness yet, so we're still unfit. Or out of shape. Not unfit, but out of shape. So it's still something we're working on. Let's fill that water bottle up again so that we can do another protein shake in the future, because I want to try and do those daily. Okay, let's put that away. And then we will have... What do I want to have? Not touching the canned bread, because I want to use that. Ooh, canned corn. That's pretty good. Decent calories in some canned corn. Do need a little bit. We're not worried about weight on Wes. If anything, we're kind of losing weight still, which is not exactly what I want. So, don't mind giving Wes a nice little reasonable meal. Air quotes. A can of corn is not what I would necessarily call a reasonable meal, but for Wes it kind of is, considering how much he was doing starvation diet for a while. Just let his endurance catch up. Alright. Let's start heading out. Unfortunately, it is kind of pouring out, but we'll make do with what we got. So, first things first. So really what you should do when you're heading out of a wall like that and you don't have parapets so you can check over on the other side is you should do the double tap E thing where you just open the door for a split second and get just a glimpse through. That's the safest way realistically to do that check. I was pretty certain there was nothing on the other side, so I was willing to just like hold it open and stand there because I was ready to fight, but you never know. Like, I mean, there's been plenty of times in this very series where oh, I didn't open that door. In this very series where I've walked into an area where there's just frankly been, like, an absurd amount of zombies that have just been standing there quietly. I mean, remember the search for a place to sleep the other day where I went to that upstairs apartment, opened the door, and there was, like, 16 zombies in there? Yeah, I remember that. That was terrifying. So don't do dumb crap like I just did, necessarily, because you never know when a zombie might just be chilling silently. And then all of a sudden you're in a struggle to survive right outside your base, or you may be letting a ton of zombies in your base. That's always a bad idea. So all of these are metalworking disassembles, all this stuff in here, so none of that's really relevant. So let's take a look upstairs in here and see if I missed anything. There might be some electronics in here still somewhere. Most likely gonna have to... Ooh, okay, well, we've got a solar panel part. That is good. Good start. It's always worth it to check these kind of like industrial shelves, because they can sometimes have stuff like that on them. I'm glad that was actually there, because I honestly... Like, being completely honest, I didn't remember anything that was left in this place. That's why I'm over here in the first place, is because I don't remember what the hell is over here anymore. Okay, we can actually disassemble the game consoles for these, but not the things themselves. We can disassemble this computer, which is fine. We already have one at our house, so there's no reason to leave this one intact. Just let Wes do that. It's gonna take a little bit. No usable material, but honestly, that's probably for the best. If anything, I'd prefer to not get usable material back from these, from things like that when I'm disassembling them, because, I mean, scrap electronics is so dime a dozen already that it's just like, it would just take up inventory and make me have to go back home faster, and I'd rather not. Just doing a final little check here. Doesn't seem like there's anything else that's electrical in this place. So let's move on to the next house. And I'm just going to be going back through the ones I've already been through. I know it may not be too exciting, and I apologize for that, but I wasn't really being too cautious about getting every electrical thing before, so there's probably plenty of electrical stuff left. And I'm not going to pass up getting easy-to-get electrical XP. Especially because I need to check these garages for solar components and metal sheets and stuff like that, because I need a lot of that stuff. And Oh, I need a cigarette, actually. Let's get inside the house first. Alright. Not being overly cautious here, but still, even though I've cleared this place out, no guarantees that this place is still clear, so it's always worthwhile to listen. Zombies can't respawn in this playthrough because I disabled that crap because I hate it. But zombies can still migrate, and you never know when one might just migrate into a place through an open window or an open door, or might just, you know, slam shit down on their own. Though I believe with my settings they won't do that without reason. Oh, yep, it's say that is broken. I think it was broken before though. If I remember correctly, that was already broken when we were here last time. So it's not like a new concern, but still, you know. You never know when one random broken window might mean there's a bunch of zombies in a house all of a sudden. Unfortunately, these solar components are very heavy, so honestly, once we take these metal sheets, we're probably gonna have to go back to base. Spare propane torch is not bad, considering it's full. Also, there's a propane tank here, I don't remember that. Okay, so that's the only house that's in this corner bit. This other one is separated by a wall, and we're already kind of encumbered. So let's take what we've got back and place it upstairs, I guess, because that's where I'm going to be, like, focusing on setting all this stuff up. I'm trying to think ahead of, like, aesthetically, like, where I want to put, like, the battery bank and stuff. I know it needs to be, like, kind of close to the solar setup. If it's gonna be here, I guess I could just put it in that room and then put the solar, like, here once I set up the actual, like, walkway. Yeah, it might not be a bad idea. If anything, I should probably take the cart around with me so I can carry more stuff so I don't have to keep coming back every hour. Yeah, I'm hoping this rain lets up, though. Okay, so let's go dump all this stuff over here. Not bad so far, though. Honestly, if we found more solar stuff close by than I was expecting. Don't put it in there. Just put it on the floor, please. And 2 solar parts already, not to mention some metal sheets, is pretty neat. Luckier than I was expecting. I mean, I'd feel better if we found at least 1 deep cycle battery as well, so hopefully we'll find one of those. If I remember correctly, when we were out searching in Durkerdam, like in the actual city... Oh, Christ. Okay. Sorry about that, but there's that bug I was talking about, where if you hold a directional input while you're going down this kind of, like, weirdly positioned sheet rope, then you can get stuck walking into a wall. Easiest way to fix that is just reload. Just quit the main menu and then just load back in, and it'll fix itself. Anyway, so like I was saying before I did that to myself, if I remember correctly, when we were going through Darkerdam a few weeks back, when I first started my little adventure where I went this way, somewhere in here there was like an empty storefront that had like some shelving in it that had a bunch of solar crap in it too. So that might be worth looking at. Not to mention any of these like retail stores might have... Because there was a bunch of tool shops that might have solar stuff as well. Plus I need to go back up here at some point. God, I wish I could use vehicles in this place. Honestly, might do it anyway, even though the frame rate is a problem. Not today, because it's too shitty out. I don't like driving vehicles in awful weather like this, but I don't know. I'll think about it. A lot of things to consider with our current playthrough here. A lot of things to consider. A lot of things to be doing. The USAS is pretty heavy, right? Yeah, 4. Jesus, no wonder why we're so encumbered. Alright, let's unload the hand cart and take that with us, I think. Take us just a quick second here to unload all these planks, and then let's take the trolley. Good, it still only puts us to 2, that's good. Yeah, unfortunately, the USAS is extremely heavy, so, like... Also, I want to change the fire mode to single, thank you. No reason to use the auto fire mode with that thing with our horrendous accuracy. Yeah, so I might end up swapping that out, or just getting rid of it entirely until I go into, like, more densely populated areas again, because these areas around us are pretty secure. We don't really have hordes big enough that I'm actually, like, concerned about it. Okay, let's be safe here. Taking my own advice from earlier. So yeah, that's what you can do to check a door like that. Is just really quick, double tappy. It gives you a quick sight through it, and then if there's anything there, you'll see it, and it won't be able to actually get to you. Even if there's a zombie right on the other side of the door, they can't go through fast enough if you double tap. So, where were we? Right, we're looking for electrical components, and we're looking for stuff to collect for solar. Man, it's hard to see out here. Very difficult to see anything. It's kind of concerning, honestly. I don't really like being out, in this kind of weather, but... well, we have stuff to do, so... Okay. I don't trust this house, so let's just do that. Yeah, it sure is storming. Alright, this was a barricaded place. I forgot about that. Actually means it's probably pretty safe inside. I don't care, I don't trust it. I mean, no matter how safe it may be inside because of the barricades, I broke in, so I mean... Alright, I found some guns in here. Yeah, there are guns in here. Thompson, SKS, there's a stripper clip for that. Groza. Yes, this is kind of why I left the stuff. The LVOA is kind of neat, but I can't really use it. Kind of tempted to take the SKS. I really do like the SKS. There's a 50 BMG container. Well, either way, I don't... crap, don't bother. Just don't load yourself down with crap that you don't need. Something with food. There's a bunch of food here, which is good to know. I probably said this the last time I was here, and then I just forgot because it's been weeks, but you know. It's nice that there's stuff here. I'll try and remember that for the future in case I need to come back and get stuff like food and some weaponry, but I don't need to take any of this crap with me. It always slightly concerns me whenever I, like, do this and walk around and then I get XP and, like, nimble. Because it's like, in a lot of games, when you, and Zomboid is actually like this too. When you do stuff like different types of, like, movement around enemies is usually when it gives you XP for it. And, well, like I said, Zomboid is like that too. Oh, there's a military machete in here. And a katana, what the heck? I mean, it's almost destroyed, but still. Give me that shit. Anyway, like I was saying, Zomboid is like that too. If you do a lot of sneaking... Jesus. Alright, anyway, like I was saying, if you do a lot of sneaking around a lot of zombies, so like, say like you go to like one of the malls or something like that, and you get to an area where zombies can't get at you, but they're like, they know you're there and they're like below you or something like that, and you do a ton of like sneaking or something like that, your sneaking skill will level up really fast because you're sneaking near a lot of enemies, a lot of zombies. But that isn't the only way that you get XP in this game. Hence why I'm getting XP here for like walking around like this, even though there's no zombies in this house. I'm pretty certain there are no zombies in this house, but I'm still getting XP for it because it's just, it gives you XP if you do it. But it always throws me off. Oh, oops. Sound effect kind of startled me there for a second because I tried to open a barricaded door. But yeah, anyway, so it's just, you know, something I thought I'd mention. It's just like, that startles me a lot, like, to the extent of like, and then I'm like, oh yeah, well, obviously it's just because I'm walking around like that. There's nothing nearby necessarily. I do that to myself constantly. Are we over? Oh, we are over encumbered. Shit. Well, let's take the weapons that we just got and throw them on the trolley. That'll solve the problem, I think. Even more long blade weapons for our long blade weapon pile. Very nice. Serious? I mean, we're hungry. Let's just eat that corned beef. That'll solve the problem. Are we seriously over encumbered? There's a zombie corpse here, actually, so let's get rid of some stuff because this is a good opportunity. Jesus, this storm is actually kind of crazy. I did kind of clear this area out somewhat recently when we were across the river. I came up to this intersection and cleared it out, so like this area is probably pretty safe. Shit. Alright, you know what? Doing a quick drop there. This house is concerning. There's a lot of broken windows. Okay, just really quick, check through here. Empty gas can, don't care. I've got plenty of those. Paper clip. Okay. Alright, let's just check this garage, and then I think I'm gonna head back, because this storm is a little bit much for me. Oh, never mind, we're not checking that. Actually, you know what, we are checking that. What am I doing? They're just some zombies. I'm not scared of you, zombies. Come fight me, bro. Also want to see what's in that guy's Spiffo backpack. Ruh-roh. Firefighter man. Okay. Plus, dead zombies equals potential watches, so that's good. Molotov cocktail. No fucking thank you. Yeah, the firefighter stuff got damaged on my blade. That's fine. I wasn't intending to use it anyway. Okay. Oh, yeah, so it's one of these, like, walk-through sheds. Let's see if there's anything real quick. Yep, I want all that. Fertilizer, don't care. Not planting anything. Deep cycle battery. There we go. I'll take this, standard car battery, too, because I could convert that into another one. If I get enough of those. And then we've got some metal. I don't really think I need scrap metal, but I need these. And actually I need that metal bar too, I think. Okay. Let's get the hell out of here. Especially because we're probably going to be over-encumbered with the trolley now. Yup. We're actually, like, 2 over-encumbered with the trolley. So let's move shit over. I really do wish the trolley wasn't so, like, weird with the encumbrance thing, because it's like, oh, it's technically in your hands, so it does actually, like, impart encumbrance, but, like... And I guess, because, like, as somebody who's worked in a job before where you have to, like, move around, trolleys with really heavy shit on them, yeah, I mean, it can be, like, kind of difficult at times to do so. It's just, like, to the extent that the game portrays it, because, well, the mod portrays it, I should say. I shouldn't say the game, because these are a modded thing. But, it's a bit silly. Like, I mean, like, a trolley with this stuff on it, two like, functionally car batteries. Oh, okay, so let's say the deep cycle battery is a bigger battery than the car battery, because it is 8 instead of 5 encumbrance, but still, what? 2 metal sheets of, like, a normal size, a small metal sheet, a propane torch, and 3, like, swords, functionally? It's not much. It really isn't. I mean, considering that I used to be moving, like, pallets of, like, tables on hand trolleys like this, non-electric hand trolleys. I think my character, I think our boy Wes here is kind of being a little bit of a wuss when it comes to this. Because this shit would not be that heavy, but... Tis a video game, tis a modded item, can't complain. Still gonna complain anyway. I'm a human, that's what we do. Okay, so now that we're finally out of the rain, let's take, let's ignore our decreasing health because our character is still over-encumbered somehow. And let's take the stuff from here and put it in here. You know what? Go away, shotgun. Leave me alone. Stop making my life miserable. Okay. So, now that I don't have to worry about that anymore, this should be a little bit easier. I just want to go through here and look for anything that we might have that I'm going to need for this eventual project and just take it all with me into the main house. Don't need glass, particularly. Don't need any of that. There should be some stuff over here, if I'm not mistaken. Electrical wire. We're probably gonna get plenty of that from this assembling crap, but still. Small metal sheets. Metal sheets. I believe I need metal bars. Place poker. I think there was something over here somewhere. Barbecue. I guess not. Okay, well, it's still something. Either way, we've got a deep cycle battery, we've got a couple of solar parts. We could actually set up a basic solar system and get some power going. Which is good, because, I mean, we don't really need too much electricity per day to be able to maintain what we have. We're only running, like, 2 lights and the fridge, and sometimes the television. So it's nothing too crazy. There we go. We really don't need a lot to be able to, you know, be reasonably set on power. Which would help us get off of being dependent on the generator, which is something, you know, I've always loved the idea. I mean, in general, I like solar power in real life too. I mean, eventually I plan to get solar for the place that I live. So, you know, I'm pretty enamored with the idea of solar, so I'd like to do it in game as well because it's pretty neat. I mean, just like, at least as far as Zomboid is concerned, it's like such a it's such a benefit to be able to just not have to constantly worry about gasoline. even with, like, um, even with, like, being able to take a generator, put it at a gas station, and then just, like, pump gas normally through that, like, even with that being the case, being able to just not have to worry about that, having to, like, constantly repair the generator and keep it fueled up is, like, so, like, it feels like such a great idea. Plus, projects like this are pretty fun. They're pretty interesting to do, and it gives me something to actually focus on, which is, you know, my original problem that I was having, so. Alright, so let's just dismantle what crap we've got on us real quick. It's not much, so it's really not going to get us much, but... yeah, unfortunately, we're still not at Electrical 1, which doesn't really matter, because Electrical 1's not going to give us shit either way, so it's like, it's not even a real goal, Electrical 1. It doesn't do anything for us, really. We've still got a hell of a way to go in terms of electronics. Tons of stuff to go look for and disassemble. If anything, I really just need to, like, you know, keep getting out there and looking for, like, computers and TVs and stuff like that. Like big electronics to disassemble rather than, you know, the piecemeal like clocks and stuff like that I've been disassembling mostly. I mean, they help. They're a little bit of XP, but they're not going to be, like, they're not going to solve my problem. Alright, so... let me think here. The problem is this damn storm came out of nowhere. Alright, you know what? I know one thing. We're gonna wrap this up soon, but not quite yet, because I want to repair the generator. Let's do a little bit of work on that, because it is taking some wear. So we need scrap electronics and a screwdriver. Nice and easy, thankfully. And we're gonna go over and repair it. That's another thing that they mentioned, I remember now, in the latest developer update for this, is that we're getting more variations for stuff. And they specifically they showed off generators. There's going to be, like, at minimum, there's going to be like 4 different types of generators in the game now. There's an electrical one. There's going to be, like, different, like, types of generators. I don't know if necessarily they're going to act differently. I remember one of the ones they showed was, like, a really old, like, diesel-looking generator, which, I have to imagine is probably going to be less efficient than, like, a modern generator like this sort of thing. But yeah, it's pretty interesting. I mean, at the very least, it's pretty interesting for modders adding, like, different types of generators and stuff into the game. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Okay, so that was nice. That got us some electrical. I'm gonna have to really check if the if that link generator mod is in, because if it is, that actually could be useful for farming electrical XP. But either way, that would cost a lot of fuel though. It'd double my fuel consumption for almost no reason. I mean, it wouldn't if I had the link thing. Oh, there's headphones in here. Dismantle those. Camera as well, and a hand torch. I didn't realize I had so much crap in here that I could disassemble. Can't disassemble the military flashlight. Cool. Nice. So we got a little bit more going there. Put away all the scrap electronics that we don't need. This stuff's gonna have to go in the kids' room probably, except for the cookery. And yes, I'm storing my my excess weaponry in the kids' room. What of it? I need somewhere to put this stuff, damn it. I've run out of space in the bedroom, so the kids' room is where all the dangerous things need to go for now. All right, so with that, I think we're going to call it a video. Actually, it's been 2 days, and we got a little bit of stuff done. Nothing crazy, but we've got some new objectives on the go. I'm definitely going to keep trying to get our electrical skill up, as annoying as it is. You know, I want to get that solar project on the go as quickly as I can, and unfortunately that does mean that we need to grind out quite a bit of electrical skill, and we're not going to have any real help in doing that. So I think we need, what, 4 is the maximum, I think? Yeah, so we need 4. And nothing is going to give us, This might... I don't know if making electrical blenders will work, but it's also, like, small metal sheets, electrical wire screws. I could maybe fund that. I mean, if this gives XP, this might be worth doing. I'll have to take a look at it. It's just I know that the typical... I think you need a magazine to be able to do it. There's like a basic electrical magazine that you can find in game. It's like a base game thing. I probably have one somewhere, like maybe out in the trailer or something like that. Yeah, let's just take a look real quick. It's not that late. Oh, it stopped raining? Oh, okay. So now you stop. Torrential downpour all day, and then now it's 7:30 at night, and it's just like, let's stop with the raining now. Unreal. Okay, so, yeah, maybe, do I have it? I might. Airlist, antique collector... None of that stuff matters. This is all laboratory crap. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, I only need 2. I think that 6 is the last one, so that's good. Could actually reasonably, oh, wow. I could reasonably make the zombie cure in this, maybe. It depends on if I can get all the lab equipment that I would need. Just taking a look here. I don't think we have it. 40mm grenades, good lord. Yeah, it doesn't look like we have it. There was a bunch of electronic crap that I can disassemble, though, so that's pretty neat. Yeah. Oh, I can go check the truck. It might be in there if I have it. If not, I'll have to keep an eye out for it. But I mean, it doesn't matter. It just lets you make timers and stuff. But again, I'm pretty sure I've tried this in the past, and they don't actually give you any XP for making them or disassembling them, so there's no point in it. Unless you actually, like, need them for something. Which you can. You can make, like sound lures and stuff like that, which can be useful in some circumstances. But, like, not in any of the ones that I'm in right now. I mean, we're not really stuck in any of those kind of situations. I want that bottle, actually. Because stuff like sound lures can be really useful when you're in situations where, like, you really need to get to a specific place, but there's a lot of zombies in the way or whatever. Or you just don't have, like, the capability of dealing with a group of zombies, but you really need to get by them. Then, of course, that's pretty useful, but, we're not really in those kind of situations here. Not right now, anyway. So, anyway, yeah, so I brought the generator up here in case I do actually have that mod installed. If I do, I'm going to use it, because I might as well. But, I'm not sure. I'll have to take a look between episodes to see. But yeah, with that, I think we're going to call it a video and a day for old Wes here, as he starts his new adventure into figuring out how electrical devices work, because he's really not good at that. But, you know, he's going to become a jack of all trades if I can help it in this series. So we're gonna be working on that. Thank you all for watching. As always, I appreciate all the likes, comments, views, and subscriptions. Genuinely means a lot to me, and I appreciate each and every one of you. And I hope you all have a lovely week. I'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.